No, get out of here.
That's
That's okay. That's okay. Good afternoon. This is Deb Amlen for the New York Times, and welcome back to
Heroes, Comedy Heroes. Yeah.
Here's how magicians solve
Wow.
That's what we're doing.
One of those, Elaine.
Stay over.
We are going to be feeding Sam sugar and see how much it actually takes for him to lose his ability to solve. Right? This is science. We're doing this for science, Sam.
Good afternoon, solvers. Welcome to Crosswords Live on this fine Thursday afternoon. I am Isaac Aronow from the New York Times, joined by my solving buddy, Sam Ezersky. Sam, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm all over the place, as you can see. I believe I was captured just swigging some water the moment we popped into the stream. But everybody needs some water once in a while, right?
It's good to stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated all the time. Everybody needs a Thursday crossword once in a while, or rather frequently as well, right? Like,
especially a great one like this is just perfect.
Especially a great one. A debut crossword by Billy Bratton. First puzzle for the Times. Also, I'll be real, all the love for the teen constructors here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Billy is 18 years old and is a freshman at, I'm really not going to remember. I'm sorry, Billy, if you're on this stream. Some college. And made a really impressive puzzle for us. Some super creative idea.
Carleton College.
Carleton College.
Which,
okay, thank you.
Fun fact, it was the only college to ever... I should save this one. It's a spoiler, actually.
Okay,
I'm gonna save it, but once we get the revealer, I'll tell you. Don't forget.
So we've got this is our nice way to you solvers are going to really have to stick with us till the end here if you want to hear Isaac's great reveal at the end of the stream, right?
About Carleton College, yes.
Let's see. I mean, first of all, just take a look at this grid. I mean, normally, like, I don't know how often you all here in the comments have been solving puzzles, but this looks a lot like a Friday, Saturday grid. There's tons of long answers. Like, look at 6, 7, 8, 6, 7 sounds. That's a 15. There's another 11 right here. There's all this long, flowy interlock, and yet it's Thursday, so there has to be a theme. You all are about to see how astonishing it is, not just from technical merit, that there's a really interesting theme to captivate you, but also tons of long, zippy bonus fill that we hope holds your attention throughout. That's our goal in the editorial team. So enjoy Billy's debut. Let's do this thing, you think?
Let's get into it, yeah.
Let's get into it. Isaac, you're the solver and I'm the editor here. Where do you start with a puzzle
like
like this?
I always start at one across. I am neurotic. I will do, and especially after many years of solving on my phone, I always start at one across and I just go, because you look at it and then you just hit next, and you look at it and you just hit next. So I always start at one across, and then I do all the crosses and all the downs.
So you go boom, boom, boom.
When
should I stop, or should I have gone back?
I got one across for you. That's gonna be Marsha Blackburn.
That's Marsha Blackburn.
Yes.
Indeed.
The SHA.
We are a newspaper. We put our newspapery stuff in our puzzles.
Yes.
Let's see. So do you like continuing on? I like checking the crossers sometimes.
Yeah. Let's check our crossers just to be sure. Let's see what we got.
Let's see. I mean, garment that appropriately rhymes with court. Well, that's nice. We have something that starts with S, and we know it rhymes with court.
It's probably going to be a skort, isn't it?
A skort. And that's a nice, clever clue. It's one of those. It's not the hardest clues in the world, but I mean, I guess we had I'd say the toughest letter to answer. We just knew it was going to end, RT and some sort of vowel blend. But we had that S, and look at that. It's kind of an aha moment after the fact. A skort rhymes with a court you use, where you might wear a skort to play tennis, right?
Yep.
Let's see. I mean, that gives us a nice K. They may be iced for a hoppy birthday party. Okay.
That one really beat me up when I was doing the puzzle. That was, I think, one of the last ones I got.
First of all, it looks like a typo. It looks like we're getting punny with you. We're actually just getting punny with y'all. But I mean, it's hard to see with just one letter, and that's a K. I mean,
we'll come back. We'll come back.
We will come back to this. I mean, we've got and what if I don't wanna? Food quaintly. trusted. I mean, this should we almost, because there are just so many long answers, we should go to like the short ones.
Well, yeah, let's try the short ones.
I was just gonna say I've got two for you. Well, we talk about I'd say one of the best ways to crack into a crossword, regardless of the difficulty. There's gonna be, in some way, shape, or form, a name that I promise you solvers So this is, I mean, we'd give you the same clue on a Monday as we would on a Thursday. Singer Amos, there's no trickery here. It's going to be Tori.
Tori, yep.
We've also got, if you are a Pixar film lover like myself, your Ratatouille protagonist, sometimes you just know this. It's going to be Remy.
Remy, who's having his own little Twitter moment lately, too.
Really?
Everyone on Twitter loves Remy.
Everyone on Twitter loves Remy, huh? Gosh, for being extremely online, I feel like I'm outside of the loop here. Anyway, where to? And by Isaac, if we have any comments chiming in any
yes,
point,
we have
please.
all of our regulars are here. We have Marilyn Johnson, we have 9 Bark Outfitters, and Valeria's here. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Marilyn Johnson has 5 down for us.
5 down. What do we have here?
That's going to be a hem. Oh, I think we lost Sam.
That's
oh, there he is.
Feeling pretty confident about that after knowing the H from one across.
Yep, he's back.
What else do we have here?
Ulterior motives.
We've got magic org. You know what? I bet that's NBA.
Yeah, probably.
NBA, I think so. You can't fool me on a Thursday.
Yeah.
We call these our veiled capital clues because magic, you always capitalize the first letter of any crossword clue unless something's in camel case like iPhone.
Yep.
But magic here is actually referring to the Orlando Magic. You just can't really tell because it's at the beginning of the clue.
Yes.
But when you solve enough puzzles, you really catch on to these things, don't you?
Yes. I definitely I saw that one, and I think that from having solved so many puzzles, I'm like, that's not going to be something about magicians.
Exactly. That's got to be, especially org. What abbreviation? I don't know, unless it's like Magic the Gathering
or the American Magicians Society, if there is one. I don't know.
Gosh, this puzzle's rife with names that I have to tell you are just like squarely in my wheelhouse. Yeah. Hopefully that's the case for you solvers as well. The Veep co-star is Claire Duval.
Mm-hmm.
Can throw that right in there. What else do we have? How about with the B and the U? The maker of sweet eggs. Sweet eggs. Huh?
Well, that's probably going to be Cadbury, right?
Like the cream.
For the cream eggs.
Ooh. I'm a sucker for some good Cadbury cream eggs.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, and it works with the BU. So
absolutely crush these around Easter time. Will overpay. Cadbury. That's a fun answer. Add some life to the puzzle here. Where to?
Let's stick up in that upper right corner. What else we got? What are our crossers for Cadbury?
What are our crossers? Yeah, let's see. How about the D? Is calculating say?
That might be ads.
Is ads? Is not like how's it calculating mine? This is literally is calculating.
Is in the process of calculating something.
Is in the process of calculating. A nice misdirect, but the reason why we don't like throw a question mark on a clue like this is because it's literally true. Like if you're calculating. Say
you're adding.
Instance, perhaps you might be adding. So what do we have next to it? Roll for Paul McCartney in the Beatles.
Well, I think Paul played the bass, right?
Paul did play the bass. So we are off to the bases. I mean races. Really crushing this thing. I mean, do we dare? Look at this long.
Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look.
Okay, in a silent way, trumpeter. And then we've got this whole thing. What the heck is going on here?
What's going on there?
I can tell you that this isn't just some sort of fudged code that just accidentally got appended on to the puzzle. This was not a botch like system.out.print anything here. This is intentional. Tilde approximately 3 to 5, so it's like a ratio. But what?
What
exactly?
Well, In a Silent Way is an album by Miles Davis, so I think we can fill in Davis at the end at least.
Can we fill in Davis? Okay, so you feel good about that being Miles Davis?
I feel good about Davis, but I don't know about the rest of it, so let's come back to it.
Are there any other solvers here that are like, oh, it's got to be Miles Davis. Something's wrong. You guys screwed up.
I think we're okay.
We're okay thus far.
Bruce Giordano has 11 down for us.
11 down. What do we have here? Like the left side of the aisle, traditionally.
I was going to say brides. I think it's actually bridal, but...
It's actually, you know, I love that guess. Perfectly cromulent guess.
Cromulent.
As we always fist bump on these streams.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? First of all, I would have actually looked for the misdirect. I would have thought it was political aisle. So good for you, Bruce, for just having the right angle from the get-go. The only twist here is that, you know, the parts of speech match, right? So this is like the left side of the aisle. So it's going to be a descriptor, an adjective. It's going to be bridal, the bridal family. So that's the one, the bridal party. Lots of parties in this puzzle. We got a happy birthday party. We've got a bridal party.
It's a good time in the Thursday crossword today.
It's lit in the Thursday puzzle, man.
Let's see if we can finish off 7 across.
Can we finish off? Okay, what in the world is going on here? Stay at homes?
That's going to be
all of us.
That's B&Bs.
I guess not all of us, but
many of us, at least.
To varying degrees, at least when we can. Stay at homes. Oh, so wow, this is tough to parse. Sometimes, you know, you just have to. It's okay, solvers, if you just have to stare at a string of letters for, you know, and go like, what is a band B? Is there a rebus? No, this is actually B and B's. Our stay at homes. This is where you stay.
My nitpick with this one is I think it would have been easier to parse if it was stay hyphen at and then space homes. It's the second hyphen that got me.
Interesting. See, this is how you, and these are the things that on the editorial side, Isaac, we waffle over so much. I can't begin to tell you the number of times that Joel Faliano, the senior puzzle editor for the Times, and myself, he also creates the minis, that we just quibble over comma placement or the use of a parenthetical, or does this even get quotes, or is that confusing? Of course, do you add the question mark? Here, absolutely. But it's the interesting subtleties that you're pointing out that, you know, we give this a lot of thought. Rest assured there's a lot of care put into these puzzles we produce.
That's the joy of the thing.
What does that give us here? SYS, Reddit moderators, EG in brief. That's a mouthful, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm not sure. Let's see what our crossers are. Maybe that'll give us a hint.
How about word with shot or happy?
Maybe
These are always fun.
Maybe slap? Like a slap shot in hockey?
Slap shot and slap happy. You know, we love doing these clues when you have, like, you know, slap precede both of them, and they just create such different meanings. I mean, I guess slap happy comes from the literal Three Stooges. Slapstick. But slap shot, slap happy, yeah, who knew? Just a fun little wordplay gem there. I don't know. Let's see. What's this here? Just to take a peek. Some unaccredited universities derisively. And then we've got another little not-so-typo. Approximately 57-1.
I'm sensing a theme here, Sam.
There's some sort of... All right, you know what? The theme is usually in the longest answers of a Thursday crossword as well. Usually, until they're not. But, like, I mean, we see these, what, 1?
Yeah. 2.
Let's check this one out. Oh, look, here's another one.
There it is.
Hardly parsimonious in a saying. We just had parsimony in Saturday. Saturday.
I was going to say that was in there last week, I think.
Hopefully y'all remember what this one means. Approximately, so this one actually kind of flip. Approximately 1 to 454. What the heck's going on here? And then we got, oh boy, what you have to do. Okay, here's our revealer, as we like to say in the biz. What you have to do to interpret the answers to 16, 25, and 40 across. I guess we'll have to find out. I sure as heck don't know.
We'll have to figure it out. But let's go back to 12 down.
12 down. You've got this now?
Oddthority has it in the Twitch chat.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Who was that again?
It's Oddthority. It says
Oddthority. Thank you.
Sysops.
Or Sysops. And, you know, I think Billy even brought this up in his constructor notes. Would you really call a Reddit moderator spelled out in full a Syzop?
Maybe a Reddit admin.
We're trying to.
But it's close enough.
We're trying to you know, add some fresh twists to these puzzle clues. So discuss that in the comments, if you will.
This is definitely your crunchy Thursday answer for sure.
This is your crunchy Thursday answer. I think it's a fine answer. It's just don't really think of sysop when I think of Reddit. I think of two different eras almost.
I think it's acceptable.
It's acceptable. Okay, good. That gets us off the hook.
How
about this? When doubled, a 2010s dance.
Well, that's got to be the nene, right?
That's got to be the nene, indeed.
It's the only one that's going to fit in the 3 letters, I think.
The only one that's going to fit there that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure some smart Alex will come up.
I guess the dab would fit also, but we'll...
Would you double it? Would you dab?
Exactly. That's why it's the doubling.
And that's solvers. If you've never seen this trick before, because I remember it totally bewildered me the first 20 times I saw it. It's just think about a repetitive answer like nene or bonbon. I don't know why that bonbon came to mind, but you have to write the half of it in there in order to make sense of the clue. So if you double the answer, it will become a 2010s dance. So really not that hard at the end of the day, but I do remember the wording being kind of confusing at times.
Yeah.
So you're not alone if that's your feeling.
Once you know it, you know it.
Exactly. You will never forget it. Let's see. How about this? Whew.
Animal whose
Today I certainly learned.
Animal
whose teeth are the strongest substance in the natural world.
I actually knew this one.
You knew this one.
As a snail enthusiast.
As a snail enthusiast. That's a 15. I'm going to write that one down.
Yes.
Snail enthusiast, Isaac Aronow.
There you go. That's a good 15 too.
Put that on your biz card. Snail, what the heck? What's up with that? Honestly, that like truly makes snails kind of terrifying now.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to be bitten by a snail. Do you?
I don't know if a tooth is the right way to describe it, but I think it definitely works.
Is it just the enamel property?
It's they have this enamel thing that when they go back into their shell, they will put it over the entrance to the shell to protect them. And
that's also their teeth.
Yes.
Teeth-ish.
Which is very scary. Snails also are the only animal with 1 foot.
Well, there you go. Okay.
I think that's right. I don't know if that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there you go, Isaac. You illustrated a great point. This is what's so fun, solvers. Just about coming together, no matter what your purported skill level is for solving crosswords. The more heads, multiple heads are better than one here when you're tackling the toughest crossword in all the land, even a Thursday, which isn't the toughest day of the week. I mean, the more solvers, the better. You can all, it's amazing when you have different wheelhouses that you can all bring to the table, you can all work together and work on these interlocking series of clues, right?
Yes.
So work on that. I would have needed a few more crosswords myself.
Exactly. Yes, I think that's exactly right. And Valeria, yes, that is exactly what a snail is.
Excellent. Thank you, Valeria. Welcome back, as always.
Yes.
We've got good cheer.
Good cheer.
We've got... Oh, I know this one, actually.
Yeah.
I was an econ major. This Taft Hartley Act. Right?
Yes, that's right.
You betcha. With an F right there. We
the
should
F.
get it.
With
off
the
F.
With the F.
Any solvers know this? We can wait. I'll let some chime in.
Let's see. We'll come back. We'll come back.
We've got steal. Nice and vague. That could be a noun or a verb.
It could be. It could be a lot of things, actually. I need some crossers for that one.
The cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. Is that going to be top tier at 39 down?
I like top tier a lot.
I like top tier.
Like the cream of the crop, top tier.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. We have we have a guess for our theme entry at 16 across.
What's going on here? Do we dare?
Niaga Dolomik says, 3 to 5 is the ratio of miles to kilometers. Maybe it's kilometers Davis.
Ooh. Nice one. Who is that you said?
It was Niaga Dolomik.
Niaga, well done. Excellent. Kilometers Davis. But why? What the heck? I mean, but you've caught on to something without even fully... This is the way that crosswords, especially the Tricksy Thursday crossword themes, allow us to stretch our brains. Just go with it. Why are we doing this? Who in the world knows? But you've picked up on the fact that it's Miles Davis. You see that 3 to 5 is the ratio of kilometers to miles. And you see that there's an O and an M. Why are we doing this? I don't know. But there is certainly, Billy has concocted a very clever way of revealing there's always a why. Rest assured, solvers, the constructor always has to start with the, here's my brilliant idea, why am I doing it, in order to make that puzzle that becomes published by the Times. So there's a reason, and we're just going to have to wait for this big reveal down here. What you have to do to interpret the answers.
Yep.
Let's keep going now, shall we?
I think Kilometers Davis is also just a really funny series of words.
I was going to say, I would love to, I'm envisioning that just being a nickname for, like, you know, some speedy, I don't know, some speedy track star or something like that. Man, Kilometers Davis. This guy is just absolutely crushed.
I think there's a band called Kilometers Davis.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I will get a race bib.
Yes, and we have some guesses for 35 down, too.
35 down. Where are we? Oh, with the F. What do we have?
That's going to be of course.
Oh, of course I should have known that one. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course, you betcha. You know, again, like, we're not trying to stump you on every last crossword clue we come up with for a Thursday. It's just not going to be drop dead easy. And we happen to have, I'd say, it was the best giveaway letter, which was the F.
F,
We just had E at the end. That would have been a little tougher. But you've got it. You betcha. Of course, 35 down is of course. But what does that give us here? Steel.
That's got to be cop.
That's going to be cop.
Yeah.
Cop something. And you know what? One of my favorite things about crosswords, I mean, you know, in line with the teeth clue, personally for me, everybody has their own wheelhouses. In line for me with this clue too, I loved learning, using an educated guess, that the people based in, I apologize for mispronouncing this in advance, is it Kikotsmovi Village, Arizona? You can guess. Who are some people that live in Arizona are the Hopi?
Yes.
So today I learned personally.
Yeah.
And what a fresh clue. I don't know. I love learning new things from crosswords.
That was new to me, and I'm happy to have learned it.
Happy to have learned it. Let's see.
See if we can get that last across, maybe.
The last across. Right here.
Yeah,
the
53.
The diamond data. What kind of diamond are we talking about?
What kind of diamond? I don't. Oh, the baseball diamond. It's gonna be outs, right?
Baseball diamond. It's gonna be outs. Nice one. And we had half the letters there, so well done. Let's see. Any other comments? Good comments coming in before I jump around here.
Been trying not to think about the baseball diamond as a Mets fan, but it's been a rough couple of weeks.
Edwin only blew one game this week.
Only,
it's okay.
Only. But we have 49 down. We have a couple of people in the chat are saying hotly.
Hotly, how a controversial topic might be debated. Hotly. Sort of a weird word, but if you frame it like, yes, something is hotly contested. We might have given you the word contested in an easier puzzle, but this ratchets it up just
a little bit. Just a little enough for Thursday.
Enough for Thursday, indeed.
And then we have 46 down to finish out that corner.
46 down. Oh, yeah. Sign of late February.
A few people are saying Pisces.
Pisces, indeed. That's your astrological sign. Yes. That's what we're working with. It's not, snow or, temperature in the 40s finally. It's Pisces. It's your it's one of your signs. Maybe.
That looks like we'll see.
We'll see. Again, I remember one of the hardest parts of solving puzzles, sort of in line with B&B's, is like up top, is sometimes it just takes looking at that answer. You might think you have something wrong. Like there's no one single English word that ends LSE. Again, I'm sure somebody's about to prove me wrong with their Scrabble brain or their spelling bee brain. But you look at it and you say, okay, how can I break this up? We'll see. Oh, I know that. That's a fun answer. And it matches the clue perfectly. So hang in there, solvers. You'll crush these hard puzzles if you think laterally like that.
It's a good one. I like we'll see. I think it's a great crossword answer, too.
It's a fun crossword answer, right? It's so natural. It's in the language. And you don't always expect something like that to show up in a puzzle. It's just fun. It's got some punch. Same with this one. This one's weird. I almost would have added a for short, but it's Thursday.
Yeah.
One's tackling their home work. That's 2 words. So we're not talking about school assignments here.
It's got to be DIYers, right?
It's DIYers.
That's a
tough one. Again, I think I would have added it as an extra bonus, but I guess that's because it's a newer term to me.
Maybe. I think also. I'm kind of surprised we don't see it more because it's vowel consonant, vowel consonant.
Oh, it's good.
And it's got some tricky letters in there.
it is, a nice change of pace if you have an I preceding a Y from Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. This is what we'll be using now for blank IY blank blank blank.
And if you're keeping score at home, by the way, Riyadh is the same amount of letters as DIYers.
Exactly. Let's see. Sorry, that's just how my brain works. I'm doing this for
no, it's impressive. It's good.
Let's see.
It's 56 down, maybe.
True. 56 down. Let's check. Country music's blank young band.
That's got to be Eli Young, I think.
That's got to be Eli. And then, okay, so wait, this looks.
That looks like metric.
Metric.
And I think
throw that M in.
we have a couple of people guessing at 54 across too.
Really?
Yeah.
So I feel like we should wait a few more.
All right, we'll come back. We'll come back. Let's get some crossers.
Though. How about this? We've got our work well together. We've got our supreme god of ancient Egypt. This is one that, if you don't know it now, you're going to learn this one because its letters are very friendly for crossword.
Yes.
There's not really a different way to clue it. What's that?
That's going to be Amun-Ra.
It's Amun-Ra, and this vowel sound is actually, it's a schwa sound.
Yes.
So it can be just because Amun-Ra. It happens to be an E in this puzzle, but it can also be spelled with an O or a U. So check your crossword.
And both of those variants have appeared in the crossword. And also I filled it in wrong first. I had it OMON, because one of my favorite books of all time is Oman Ra by Victor Pelyevin, which is a great book about cosmonauts.
Okay, there we go. Today I learned. But I actually debuted AMUNRA. That one hadn't been used before until last year for whatever reason. I guess the crossword tends to prefer the year though. But it's the
schwa. The schwa is the
schwa. We love the schwa. We love the word schwa too. Let's see. You sure about that? Yeah, maybe I should check more of these short ones.
Yeah. Length times width times height.
And now these are shortenings, so that might give us a clue.
Well, that's probably an abbreviation then, because if it's LWH, that's probably going to be that's volume, right?
Volume, length times width times height is volume, which for short is vol. Which, okay, you might abbreviate as a V, but this is a crossword. We needed a 3-letter answer here. So, yeah, a creative way to hit that in abbreviation. Don't forget to look for those, unnatural shortenings.
It's very Thursday.
So we've got an N and a V there. That will help us.
That's looking more like convert to metric to me.
Convert to metric. Go ahead and shout out the solvers that were saying that earlier.
Yes, that's got to be Niaga Dolomik, Brandon Giles, and I think more people higher up who I can't see anymore.
More people higher up.
But we thank all of you.
Yeah, nice work on that. I mean, so this is where, sometimes it's great to reveal the genesis or the gist of the puzzle toward the very end, because you say, okay, what's going on? Oh, that's the whole reason. You know what? This is going to be tons of fun because now we know what's going on. And we can start, I'd say we should really work on some of the non-theme stuff to build up our way into these longer slots. Yeah. But now we can really start thinking, okay, what's a unit that we can convert? We'll find out.
We'll figure it out.
Let's see. Flowing lines crossing Apple Store employee. I think this is actually
this was my favorite in the whole puzzle. That's going to be grocer.
That's going to be the grocer, indeed. From a grocery store. Apple Store employee. This is not, anyone working up the Genius Bar. This is your capital A Apple. That's another veiled capital, as we like to say in the biz. Indeed. It's a grocer.
The veiled capital with the question mark was brutal.
Yeah. I would have stared at that.
I spent a lot of time with it. I was like, what is this?
So then we've got overhauled, which could be a past tense. Which could be a past tense ending in ed, but it doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like ed, but it's probably going to start with re something.
Yeah, re, because you did something over. Yeah. We've got, this is signs up. Again, this isn't a particularly hard answer, but maybe with enough letters we'll be able to get it.
Vivian Levinson says it's going to be enrolls.
Enrolls, that's the one. Nice work. That'll help us, for sure. And then how about this? You sure about that?
Yeah, that's going to be really.
Really? I love it when the clue sounds so natural that answer it just clicks. Like you don't even need to show me the letter pattern. That's just gonna just jump into my mind.
Just works.
Really? It just works. It's also fun to see stuff like really, and we'll see in a puzzle.
Yeah, that's good.
So now we've got, let's just knock out this square right here. What is overhauled?
That's
if something is overhauled, it is
redone.
It is redone. And then, whew, what a tough clue for ode. Glowing lines, as in lines of poetry that are amazing. Glowing.
I definitely got that one off 41 down and not 50 across.
Yeah, that's a tough.
That's a tricky clue for that.
To be frank with you all, we are so tired of cluing ode. It shows up in every other puzzle. We're just desperate for something fresh. So even if we gotta go a little oblique sometimes,
it worked.
Just work with us here. Let's see. So that gives us. Oh, do we? All right. Where the Lady Gaga stands out here?
There are a couple actually.
There are. Okay.
I have Marilyn.
Stefani, blank, Angelina Germanotta.
I have Marilyn Johnson saying Joanne.
It is Joanne. Nice. Again, fun to solve together. Admittedly, I would have needed a few letters for this one.
Oh yeah.
It's at least inferable. Let's see. So we've got bias. We've got treaded winter vehicles. Ooh, I think that's gonna be snowcats.
Snowcats, right? Yeah. That's a nice crunchy crossword answer.
That's a fun crunchy answer that actually has friendly letters. I mean, really, this is really amazing if you're listening that you were able to fill in all it, like, of course, top tier Pisces, we'll see DIYers, the whole gist of the puzzle, snowcats, Joanne with a fun clue. Really? Grocer with a fun clue. I mean, like, there's so much, and I just rattled off maybe a fifth of the puzzle in terms of answer content. So, tons of stuff, and there's a theme. What the heck? Like, this is beautiful work. I mean, let's keep working through here. Oh, we've got a good card game for the inebriated, huh?
That's got to be rummy.
Rummy, you get it, rum. It's a total knee slapper, right?
It's great. It's perfect crossword humor.
Poker is not a good card game for the inebriated.
No.
I have to tell you.
No.
Eve's counterpart. So that's a apostrophe after the S. So counterpart of Eve. So that's going to be plural here.
Yes.
The answer is going to be plural too. What are counterparts of Eve?
This one I also spent a lot of time staring at, going, what is this? It's going to be Morns.
It's Morns. It's not Adams. Because Eve's is not even referring to the night before. It's like the poetic, like, evening.
Yes.
So the opposite of the eve, the dusk, is going to be what happens after dawn, the morn. So Morns. Not a plural you see all the time, but that's okay.
It's good.
It's so true. Something now.
That's going to be I know, maybe?
Oh, it's I know. So true. I know. Duh.
Which is another tricky parse.
And then we've got, okay, so this is literal. It may be iced for a happy birthday party.
I love this clue. That's got to be a cake.
Well, that's a cake.
I filled in cake there, and I was like, that's too easy. And then I took it out, and then I came back to it later. I was like, oh, that's nice.
It's a very easy clue, but it's nice to pair against this, which is iced for a happy birthday party. Which again, we'll need a few more letters. It's actually kind of a weird answer.
We're having a good time in the crossword today.
I was gonna say happy birthday is abound.
Maybe
what do the commenters have to say?
Lots of guesses. Nicole Xavier has 31 across.
31 across. What do we have? Makeup shades that match skin tones.
It's gonna be nudes.
Nudes, indeed. There you go.
And then we have a couple guesses for 40 across, but we'll get there. And then
40 across. Ooh.
And
let's
then
see what got free from. Is rid of.
Rid of. Yep. And then we have 37 down. We have Vivian Levinson says it's going to be slant.
It's going to be a slant. If you're at a bias, you're at a slant. And then we've got, suffix with ranch.
It's going to be ERO for ranchero, maybe?
Probably Billy's least favorite answer in the puzzle, but that's okay.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's a weird partial. It's definitely a partial, but it's not a weird partial.
Yeah, I mean, at least, like, my bugaboos are when you're going to be mystified at the answer. This, you get a letter or two, you go, ranchero.
Yeah. And I think we have enough for 40 across. We have a couple guesses. We have Bruce Giordano.
Hardly parsimonious in a saying. So what are these solvers saying?
They're saying Graham foolish.
It's Graham foolish. But what's the base phrase here?
Hardly parsimonious is pound foolish, maybe. So because I figure we're converting from pounds to grams.
So from pound to gram, which you pedantic people. I know, I'm an engineer too. Pound is a unit of weight and gram is a unit of mass. But guess what? That's the closest equivalent. All right,
it works. It's fine.
Kilogram is the base unit when we're talking about mass. We get it.
And kilogram foolish is a 15, by the way.
You're catching on quick, Isaac. I like it. So we've got, Graham foolish. And the way we have that, if you're just joining us, is because our theme here is convert to metric. So you look at it, 1 pound we're learning is approximately, unless you just have this off the top of your head, approximately 454 grams. That's like sort of an indicator to help us. If, you just happen to know these off the top of your head, good for you. So instead of pound foolish, in order to make sense of it in the grid, we have to convert to metric and turn it into gram foolish. So similarly, this is Miles Davis, was the trumpeter behind In a Silent Way, but it's a 3 to 5 ratio between miles and kilometers. 3 miles is 5 kilometers. So it's kilometers Davis is what we're actually writing into the grid. We have to convert to metric. So what now?
Well, let's see if we can get some crossers.
Let's get some crossers. I mean, honestly, we should almost try and crack this top left.
All right.
Come back and run around.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
I think.
You know what? I don't wanna.
I think I have some guesses for one down. That's got to be Make Me.
Yeah, nice dare. Yeah, Make Me. Some impudent child.
Yes, and thank you to the lovely people of the internet for helping us get that.
Thank you, oh lovely people of the internet.
Yes.
Indeed. We've got rendezvous with.
It's going to be meat.
This meat that M really helps us, fortunately.
I just finished a book called Secret Rendezvous.
Secret Rendezvous.
Which is not at all about what it sounds like. It's about a hospital. But it's great. And then 24.
We've got, however you pronounce this, and this is where we keep it vague. Is this close?
Or close.
Close.
This is definitely one of those like clue answer things where you look at it and you're like, this could be a million things.
Oh yeah, but then it's going to be a total forehead slapper. That's a 15.
Yeah.
When you actually get it, you go, oh, it's a close, it's an end. Oh, that was so easy. How did I not see that? But that's okay.
It's there.
Crosswords are designed to stretch your brain, and sometimes you even have to put it down and come back to it, and then you go, oh, it makes so much sense. How did I not see that before? And that's totally okay. I did not study, psych or cog sci, but the brain works that way. Take it out from a person. It's fascinating how it works.
Let's take a look at 3 down. I think I have that.
Yeah, trusted.
It's going to be relied on.
It's going to be relied on, indeed. So that gives us food, quaintly.
This was my probably biggest bug in the puzzle. I think this is a weird Bible word, and I don't like those. But it's going to be amient.
It's element.
Element, right?
It really messes with you.
Yes, I don't like it. Like ailment. It's so many words, and I don't like it.
It's a nice anagram of ailment, except it's not.
It's element.
An element ailment is, I guess when you're starving.
Yeah.
Food, quaintly, is element. Today you learned, unless you were a Bible scholar or used a lot of Shakespearean English. So what do we have here? They may be iced for a happy birthday party. Let's throw in that.
Yes. So that's probably going to be ale kegs.
And no worries if you did not parse that as quickly as Isaac did. That's a weird answer.
I got it. I got it out of the chat.
They may be okay. Excellent. Thank you, chat. They may be iced for a hoppy. Could also be a happy, but a hoppy birthday party, or some ale kegs, which you might keep chilled as everybody continues to tap the keg. So fun. There we go. Ale kegs, a nice pairing. Cake. Who doesn't like their cakes and ale after all, right?
Sounds
can't have your cake.
Sounds like a recipe for a great nap.
Exactly. So then we've got endured. We've got ulterior motives.
It's got to be agenda.
Is agenda, wow, you know, it's a kind of collective plural.
Yeah.
Together they're the agenda, right? Indeed.
Which is a nice little misdirect.
It's a nice little misdirect. And you know what, even if we wanted to try the S there, like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So good on you for, you know, just picking up on the fact that it might just be a weird, like, vowel ending.
Stephanie Schaff says of ale kegs that she couldn't stop thinking of rabbit birthday parties.
Yes. Yes. Well done. Hoppy and happy birthday. A
hoppy birthday party.
A very hoppy birthday party. Because rabbits must have fun.
Must have
fun birthdays.
I bet.
Let's see. Amazingly enough, crossing Blank Bell is a pseudonym of Emily Bratton.
Ooh, I know that one.
You know this.
That's
you're very well read.
I spent a lot of time on a literature degree to know that that's Ellis Bell.
That is Ellis Bell, indeed. I like the way that really rolls off the tongue. It's like,
it's great.
You know, the linguistic scholars that say like that cellar door is one of the is one of the nicest things to roll off the tongue in the English language. I feel like Ellis Bell has to be up there.
One of many great 19th century literary pseudonyms.
Yes, exactly. So we've got we're so close. We've got, what's this, 6, 10, we've got 11 squares left. Let's check this theme theme clue one more time. What? Some unaccredited universities derisively.
Well, that's got to be, that has me thinking degree mills, right? So
it is degree mills.
So if you convert, that's going to be radian mills.
That's going to be radian mills. And rest assured, commenters, if you were quibbling about whether radian is truly a metric unit on its own, we have our defense, but your quibble is completely understandable.
Yes.
You know, we don't mean to cause confusion. But yes, we've got, okay, so I mean, let's look at these all again, and then we'll bring this thing home. We've got kilometers Davis from Miles Davis, radian mills from degree mills, gram foolish from pound foolish. And in order to make sense of these, right, Billy Bratton has told us that you just need to convert to metric for it to make perfect sense, right? So let's bring this thing on home. What do we got left? El Greco and others.
That's going to be Cretans.
Cretans, not to be confused with Cretan. I don't find El Greco to be a Cretan myself.
No, he's.
But these are people from Crete. El Greco was originally from Crete. Today I learned, at least.
Which is definitely not a thing that I knew.
Yeah. And again, tough answers. Sometimes you just need some crossings. This is, you know, I'd say this shows up a decent amount because the letters are so friendly to crossword constructors. You might not be using the demonym Cretan very often. But hey, you might need it for a crossword puzzle from time to time.
It works.
Then we've got endured.
I have a couple guesses for 23 down.
Yes. Okay. Hit us. Who's chiming in with guesses here?
I have Nicole Xavier, and I know I saw a bunch of people say it up above, and then we sort of left that area of the puzzle. But that's going to be Silva.
Is Silva Lula da Silva, former president of Brazil, crossing? You know, every crossword without fail, there's always something you wish you'd seen earlier because you know you would have thrown it in.
That's a servo.
We're techie people, Isaac. Spent way too much time goofing around with servo motors back in college. Way too much time. And that crosses mirth. Even if you didn't know what a servo is, these are, you know, basically crossers. And so what do we have? We got a stumble bum. Amazingly enough, and endured. So close. What do we have? Somebody chime in.
I have Stephanie Schapp saying 22 across. It's going to be dolt. So that's that bottom one.
Excellent. And then that leaves us with...
That's got to be no less.
No less.
We got it.
We solved a tough Thursday crossword. For those of you counting, I mean, there are only 68 answers in this grid, which is probably going to be a shrug to most, but normally there are about, 6 to 8 more answers in your average Thursday puzzle. This is a very endearing world in crossword. We love using this world describing crossword grids. It's a very chunky grid. Nice, good chunks in the corners here. All these 6s, 7s, 8s, and some wildly fresh answers, whether you're partial to Cadbury or Clea Duval or both. Lots for you to enjoy in this puzzle. Isaac, you want to rehash the theme one more time?
Yeah. So we're converting to metric in this puzzle. We have just working our way up the puzzle, we have Graham Foolish converting from pounds. And we've got Radian Mills converting from degrees, which many of the wordplay commenters have been quick to inform me that while they don't believe that the radian is part of the metric system, it actually is. It is part of the metric system. And then
it is
working our way up, we've got
on
a technicality, but it counts.
Very,
it counts. It counts.
I don't like dying on a hill of technicality, but
it counts enough to put it in the crossword.
Exactly. It gets by for a crossword.
Yes. And then we've got kilometers converting from Miles Davis.
Exactly. And again, like, bunch of fresh fill, fun clues. And this is a debut puzzle by an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Billy, this is fantastic.
This is great.
Billy actually has some more in the files, so you'll be seeing him back around soon.
Oh, that is great to hear. This puzzle's I had a lot of fun with this puzzle. It's just a fun puzzle.
Fun puzzle, fun clues, a lot of personality throughout the fill, so it's not just a battle of wits. And it really lives and breathes, whether you enjoy it again, whether you enjoyed your Cadbury or your Duval or your Lady Gaga, Joanne, or your just the theme itself or some dumb puns like in Grocer and Rummy. We hope there was something for you. Our goal is for our puzzles to be something to be for everybody in our puzzles. Yeah. So thank you so much for solving with us today. Hope you had a blast. I'm actually going to be on vacation next week, but Isaac might be back. That's entirely up to him.
I hope to be back, but I must find a solving buddy.
Must find a solving buddy.
It's very important.
Hopefully we'll be able to find some solving buddies.
Of course. We will.
Isaac, anything I'm forgetting before I wrap this up?
I think that's everything.
That's everything. All right.
For the New York Times, we are Isaac Aronow and Sam Ezersky, and thank you for solving with us.
Thanks for joining us, you all.